Hey guys, Chad, Horrible Modeler here, and I got an update for you on the P-51. It all has been going together really fast, and the reason why I stopped at this point to do an update is because we are about ready to unveil the technique I'm going to use before I put the buffable metallizer paints on. Now usually, everybody, you clean your models, prime them, all that type of stuff, for surface preparation, using, some kind of standard gray primer or something like that, which, by the way, I did use this on some of the other items for this, and it's probably the primer I'll use from now on. What I am doing with this one is, since I'm using metallizers, All Clad and I think Testors metallizers as well sell a gloss black primer that you put underneath the metallizer, so that way it brings out the different contrasts and stuff like that in it. Also gives it a little bit more to stick to. The technique I'm using is something that I saw off of Floor Models UK.com, which is Philip Flory's website. He basically uses the Mr. Color leveling thinner and just regular flat black paint, and you mix those together about a 50-50 ratio, sprayed at about 20-25 psi, and what you end up with is something like that, which is a real nice smooth gloss black, flat black finish. I do have some more spots I have to go through because, like in any primer process, you find some spots that need more putty or places that had too much putty, and you need to smooth it down a little bit more. So I got it there, got it here on the ailerons, and that's pretty much where I'm at now. So I sprayed that whole half. Gonna do the underside. I got the canopy masked off, tacked in with tacky silly putty, so that way I can pop it out, do the figure and stuff like that, and put him back in. So wheels are done. They just need weathered and such. Like I said, the figure still needs taken care of. One other thing I've used in this project for the first time is this Deluxe Materials plastic putty. Perfect plastic putty. Now this I've seen used on the Flory Models and some other people in the UK because it's from a UK company, but it's a water-based putty, unlike your stuff like Mr. Surfacer or Squadron, which I had some of that mixed up here too and thinned. This is a water-based putty. This stuff goes on easier than any putty I've ever used. It dries quicker. It sands super easy. I think I paid like 12 or 15 bucks for it with shipping from the UK, but it is definitely going to be a putty that I'll be using a lot more of. It's just way easier to apply and deal with. All you got to do to get off most of it is just wipe. That's it. So that I think that's gonna do for the update almost. I'm working on the propellers. I've got those really nice and glossed and ready to go. Fuel tanks, those are glossed and ready to go. So I just got to paint these tips yellow on all the propellers, decal everything, and all that will be ready to go. And I think other than that, we're pretty well set. This thing's went together really good. Like I said, seams, underneath here are good enough for me, especially once we spray some more primer on there. All the seams on the wings are fine. I did have a couple little spots that I had to touch up with the putty, and it was a cinch. So I'm going to cut this update off then, make it short, and then I think the next update will be when I'm actually applying the metallizer and buffing it out and seeing what kind of results we get. So anyway guys, thanks a lot for watching, and if I don't talk to you soon, have a good weekend. Thanks.